Welcome back to Sea Glass Archaeology, everybody. I've missed you all so very much, and it's been far too long since I've had the opportunity to share a video adventure with you. And the problem with that is it's just been a really stormy, windy winter out my way, and I haven't been able to get down to the shorelines. It sure is icy out there, everybody. So over the past month, every day I've been going down to the shoreline, I've been walking through the harbor, and I've made a few discoveries that I wanted to share with you. So I pieced together this video just because I miss sharing my life with you and I miss all the positive comments and all the love. I also have a really big announcement to make to everybody. I was asked once again by the Mermaid's Tear Sea Glass Committee out in Prince Edward Island if I could come and bring my exciting brand of sea glass archaeology to the festival once again, and I happily agreed. I was also honored when the International Sea Glass Association contacted me and asked if I could come out to Mystic, Connecticut this summer and give a presentation at their main event as well. And while it's been a dream of mine for many years to speak at an ISGA event, the distance is just far too great, especially because I don't own a car or a passport, and it also falls on the same weekend as the PEI Sea Glass Festival, and I'm so excited to get back out there and partake in all of the fun activities that I've done in years past. So I'm really excited to meet you all out there once again, to see some new friends and some old friends, and we're going to make this year the best festival ever. So without further avail, let's get on to those clips of the videos of some of these interesting finds that I've made over the past month. Here I am, I'm in the harbor, and there's been a lot of snow melt in the past couple of days. The tide has gone down, and here is a bottle. It looks like it's intact. It is intact. That is so great. So as you probably saw, everybody, this bottle right over here is a Pepsi bottle, completely filled with sediment. It's got this really unique pattern on it, and this is the type of pattern that I've seen from the 1960s. So while this bottle isn't like 120 years old and a rare one-of-a-kind Pepsi bottle, it's always exciting to find a bottle that's intact and be able to add it to my collection, even though I've actually found this bottle more than once. So take a look, everyone. I was just picking up my leash and my water, and then I found this piece right over here, not far from it, and it's a perfect match to the Pepsi bottle, and that just speaks to how amazing it is that this bottle survived, because so many of them break with all these rocks all around when they go pushing back and forth. Now take a look at this massive nugget right over here, everybody. I know it's clear, I wish it was turquoise, but you can see how thick and well aged it is. When I turn it on the side like this, now you can see it really has a contour to it, and I couple that with the thickness, and then I can hypothesize that this actually comes from an old insulator. There's been a lot of rain lately, there's been a lot of wind, so I'm guessing that this marble right over here just dislodged out of the slurry from the old rubbish site, and it was on its way to the ocean where I found it first. Here I am in the inlet, everybody, and the snow is really starting to come down. I always check in here for bottles after it rains a lot, and I just found a fully intact green bottle. It's about 26 ounces. I can see by the seam line right on the side of the bottle that this goes straight up to the top. Now that I look at it, it actually says 26 ounces right here. And I dug quite a few of these out of the backyard in the bottle dig that the kids and I did a few years ago. It's always great to find an intact bottle. I just wish this was some sort of like a poison bottle with neat embossing on it that was highly collectible. Either way, it's coming home to my collection. It's going to be a little bit of a pain to clean all this gunk out, but I'm going to put in the elbow grease. Here I am in a snowstorm, everybody, next to the ocean with a basketball but no hoop to shoot on, and an empty bottle with nothing to drink. There's also a beach right behind me that's almost all completely covered in snow, so there's no way I can pick any sea glass. Fortunately, just yesterday, I went out on a trip looking for driftwood. I wasn't disappointed. And I also made a stop in Tablehead where I made a few great discoveries with my friend Karen, and I'm going to share those with you right now as well. Take a look at this amazing shard right over here that we just found over at the high tide mark when I'm looking for some driftwood. You can see that it's the bottom of an old black glass bottle, and this is most certainly what you could refer to as a pirate glass bottle. You know, it's so heavy and thick because there was a lot of iron oxides that were put into it. And if I was to hold it up into the sunlight, there would be no light that shines through. It's hard to even tell what color it is. It's pretty amazing because out here on Big Glace Bay Beach, you really don't find a lot of sea glass, but here's an amazing find. So we just came across this really unique piece of driftwood, and if you ask me, it kind of looks like it's like a frog or maybe even like a snake or something, and he's got two beady eyes, but it's a really beautiful piece of driftwood. You can just see all these layers on it. It's just absolutely fantastic. So I just made a really funny, unique discovery, and I wanted to share it with you. It's a piece of coal, but it has a really unique shape. So you tell me, what does this look like to you, everybody? And then I found something else that's really, really cool. It's really not, it's a piece of plastic, but it's a peace sign, and you know me, I'm all about the peace and the love. So the silly finds just keep coming out here on Big Glace Bay Beach. Holy cow, take a look at what I found right over here. Let me get the tablet adjusted. You can see it. At first I thought maybe it's a sheep, but I'm pretty sure this is the head of a cow from an old toy, like a kid's toy. He suffered a little bit of damage in the back, but he's gonna make a fine addition to my collection. And now take a look at this really unique piece of driftwood I found over here, everybody. You might recognize the shape. It's actually a handle from an old paintbrush. And we can tell that because if I hold it on an angle, you can actually see there's a few spots where the nails would have affixed. And the reason why it's so red and it's so rusty is because there would have been a metal casing around it that held all those hairs together for the brush, and it kept them in place. So this thing's coming home with me as well. It's a really neat little piece of history. You can see I've got this big bag right here, and it's got about 10 pounds of driftwood in it. And I'm just going up and down all these piles, and more importantly, I'm going right to the edge where the farthest the tide pushes. You can see there's these big piles of driftwood, and I'm looking through them for the most perfect pieces for my artwork. Now, how much driftwood could one picker pick if a picker could pick driftwood, you're probably asking. I'm about to show you a video of what my kitchen looked like for the weeks afterwards after I picked all of this driftwood off of Big Glace Bay Beach, and I had to dry it, I had to cure it, and I had to treat it as well. So my family were eating driftwood for about 2 straight weeks, and I'm happy that it's finally all processed. So take a look at this. Over here, I've got some really large pieces of driftwood, and you can see underneath the table, I've got about 5 feet by 3 feet of driftwood. It's sitting on the floor. There's a heater right past it, and right above it, here's another big table of driftwood. It's 3 feet by 3 feet. And then here's my kitchen table. This stuff is almost cured. It's almost ready to be put into the burlap bag. Then on the floor, you can see there's a burlap bag. And then right over here on my washing machine, you can see there's another maybe like 8-pound tray times 2. There's another 16 pounds of driftwood right there. Here I am, I'm on Tablehead Beach, and you can see this nice little piece of aqua seafoam sea glass. It's a little bit sharp over here, but it's got some amazing embossed letters on it. Now, in the past, I've actually shared a bottle of a firefighter climbing a ladder, and you can see the ladder right over here, so I'm pretty sure this is a perfect match to that bottle. Hey everybody, now take a look. There's another great find here that I wanted to share with you. It's a beautiful blue triangle. You can see it right over there. It's a little bit of a thicker piece of glass as well. And I can safely hypothesize, because I've seen it before, that a piece like this actually originated from an old rail signaling lens. It's absolutely fantastic. Now take a look at what my good friend Karen just found. She found a really nice aqua blue marble. I don't know, this one here could actually be from a cod stopper, or it could be something that's a little bit more modern that somebody recently introduced into the ocean. But it's an absolutely fantastic find, and I'm so happy for Karen. Well, everybody, I hope that you enjoyed this short but sweet video that I put together for you. It really brings me so much joy to share my life with you, and it's really tough this winter because I live next to such an amazing shoreline, and I just can't get out there and find anything this year. But I've had a few winters in my past where it's been like this as well. So hopefully it just means that there's going to be a good spring to come with lots of great finds and lots of great adventures. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope it's a really great day out your way and you're able to spend it with people that you love, doing things that you love. And thanks for making my day so much brighter with all your kind words down below. I'd love to hear from you. I love answering back. Take care, everyone.